Hey everyone, welcome back to week 19. I know I missed a few, it's the holidays, so I apologize it's hard to keep up, but we're here this week. Let's get started on Portal 1. We're going to start with deck 3 using the fuse pattern, and then deck 1 we'll go torso and then head, and then deck 2 the lowest health part. Portal 2, we'll start on deck 1 using the fuse pattern, and then deck 3 we'll go torso and then head, and then deck 2 the limbs. Portal 3, starting on deck 3, we'll use fuse pattern, and then deck 1 the highest health part, and then deck 2 the lowest health part. Portal 4, we'll start on deck 2 using the fuse pattern, and then deck 3 we'll go torso, then head, and then limbs, and then deck 1 the highest health part. Portal 5, we'll start on deck 4 using the fuse pattern, and then deck 2 we'll go limbs, then head, and then torso, and then deck 3 the lowest health part. Portal 6, we'll start on deck 4 going limbs, then head, and then torso, and then deck 2 we'll go torso and then limbs, and then deck 3 we'll go head and then limbs. Portal 7, we'll start on deck 1 going torso and then arms, and then deck 4 we'll go head and then arms, and then deck 3 the lowest health part. Portal 8, starting on deck 2 using fuse pattern, and then deck 3 we'll go head, then deck 1 the highest health part. Portal 9, starting on deck 1 using fuse pattern, then deck 4 going torso, then head, and then legs, and then deck 2 we'll hit 2 arms at a time. Portal 10, starting on deck 5 we'll go head and then legs, then deck 4 we'll hit the head, then torso, and then legs, then deck 2 the torso, and then legs. Portal 11, we'll start on deck 5, focusing armor, we'll go torso, then head, and then limbs, and then deck 4, we'll hit the available parts, and then deck 1, the highest health part. Portal 12, we'll start on deck 5, targeting armor, we'll go torso, then leg, and then head, and then deck 4, we'll go head, then torso, and then the leg, and then deck 2, the lowest health part. Portal 13, we'll start on deck 1, targeting the armor first, we'll go limbs, and then head, and then torso, and then deck 5 we'll go fuse pattern, and then deck 2, the lowest health part. Portal 14, we'll start on deck 2, targeting armor first, we'll go limbs, and then head, and then torso, and then deck 1 we'll go fuse pattern, and then deck 3 we'll go head and then torso. Portal 15, starting on deck 6, we'll target the armor first, going limbs, then head, and then torso, and then deck 4 we'll go head and then torso, and then deck 1 the remaining parts. Portal 16, we'll start on deck 1, going fuse pattern, and then deck 3, going leg, and then head, and then torso, and then deck 6, the remaining part. Portal 17, starting with deck 1, targeting armor first, we'll go arms, then head, and then torso, and then deck 5, we'll go head, and then torso, and then deck 6, we'll hit the remaining parts. Portal 18, we'll start on deck 3, targeting armor first, we'll go limbs, and then head, and then torso, and then deck 1, we'll go limbs, and then head, and then torso, and then deck 2, the lowest health part. Portal 19, we'll start on deck 6, going torso, and then the leg, and then deck 3, the head, and then the leg, and then deck 2, the leg. Portal 20, we'll start on deck 2, targeting armor first, we'll go arms, and then legs, and then head, and then torso, and then deck 6, we'll go head, and then the limbs, and then deck 5, we'll go torso, and then the limbs. Portal 21, we'll start with deck 1, using the fuse pattern, and then deck 5, we'll go torso, and then head, and then limbs, and then deck 3, the legs. Portal 22, we'll start on deck 6, attacking all available parts, and then deck 5, we'll go torso, and then head, and then deck 2, we'll go torso, and then head. Portal 23, we'll start on deck 1, targeting armor first, we'll go limbs, and then head, and then torso, and then deck 2, we'll go limbs, and then head, and then torso, and then deck 7, the lowest health part. Portal 24, we'll start on deck 4, going head, then torso, and then leg, and then deck 1, we'll go leg, and then torso, and then deck 2, the remaining part. Portal 25, we'll start on deck 1, targeting armor first, we'll go limbs, then head, and then torso, and then deck 6, we'll go head, and then limbs, and then deck 3, the torso. Portal 26, starting with deck 1, we'll target armor first, we'll go arms, then head, then torso, and then deck 2, we'll go head, then torso, and then deck 4, the torso. Portal 27, we'll start with deck 6, hitting all available parts, and then deck 2, we'll go torso, and then leg, and then deck 4, we'll go head, and then leg. Portal 28, starting on deck 1, we'll use fuse pattern, and then deck 3, we'll target armor first, and then go legs, and then head, and then torso, and then deck 5, we'll go head, and then torso. Portal 29, we'll start on deck 3, targeting armor first, we'll go legs, then head, and then torso, and then deck 5, we'll go torso, and then legs, and then deck 6, we'll go head, and then legs. Portal 30. Portal 31. This one's a little rough, but I think we can do it with deck 6, targeting armor first, and then going limbs, and then head, and then torso, followed by deck 8, using the fuse pattern, and then deck 7, going the lowest held part. Portal 32. We'll start on deck 1, using fuse pattern, and then deck 4, using fuse pattern, and then deck 3, going lowest health part. Portal 33. We'll start on deck 2, going leg, then head, and then torso, and then deck 3, we'll go torso, then leg, and then head, and then deck 4, the head. Portal 34. We'll start on deck 2, targeting armor first, we'll go arms, then head, and then torso, and then deck 8, we'll go torso, and then head, and then deck 6, we'll go lowest health part. Portal 35. We'll start on deck 2, targeting armor first, we'll go legs, and then head, and then torso, and then deck 8, we'll go lowest health part, and then deck 6, the lowest health part. Portal 36. Portal 37. We'll start on deck 1 using fuse pattern, and then deck 7, the U pattern, and then deck 5, going torso, then head, and then the leg. Portal 38. We'll start on deck 1 using fuse pattern, then deck 7, going torso, and then limbs, and then deck 8, the lowest health part. We'll start on deck 1 using fuse pattern, and then deck 3 using fuse pattern, and then deck 6 going torso, then head. Portal 40. We'll start on deck 1 using fuse pattern, and then deck 3 we'll go torso, then arms, and then legs, and then head, then deck 6, the lowest health part. Portal 41. We'll start on deck 7 using the U pattern, and then deck 5 we'll go head, and then arms, and then legs, and then deck 3 we're gonna go lowest health part. Portal 42. We'll start on deck 1 using fuse pattern, and then deck 5 we'll go head, then torso, and then limbs, and then deck 3, the torso. Portal 43. We'll start on deck 1 using fuse pattern, and then deck 8 using fuse pattern, and then deck 6, the lowest health part. We'll start on deck 1 using fuse pattern, and then deck 2 we'll target the armor first, going limbs, then head, and then torso, and then deck 6, the torso, and then the head. Portal 45. We'll start on deck 5 using the fuse pattern, and then deck 3 we'll target the armor first, going limbs, then head, and then torso, and then deck 4 the torso, and then the remaining parts. Portal 46. We'll start on deck 1 using the fuse pattern, and then deck 7 using the fuse pattern, and then deck 6 going torso, and then head. Portal 47. Starting on deck 2, we'll target the armor first. We'll go arms, then torso, and then head. Deck 3, we'll go head, and then torso. And then deck 7, we'll go to lowest health part. Portal 48. We'll start on deck 2 using fuse pattern, and then deck 4 we'll go leg, then head, and then torso, and then deck 7 the lowest health part. Portal 49. We'll start with deck 7, going arms, then head, and then torso, and then deck 5, we'll go torso, and then the head, and then deck 6, the head, and then the remaining part. And Portal 50. And that's going to clean up week 19 of Solar Raids. Unfortunately, because of the holidays, I don't know if I can promise I'll be able to make a Solar Raid guide every week. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.